Remember when that man Floyd Mayweather came into the ring when he fought Arturo Gatti, his first pay-per-view? I'm saying Floyd came on, people were carrying him on their shoulder when he was seated in that chair. Remember what song he came to the ring to? Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one, and another one, and another one bites the dust. That's exactly what's going on with Dazn. Yeah. Unfortunately for them, another one bites the dust. Them fellas, Dazn, man, they out here losing product. They losing inventory. Stock is going out the window and they going to other stores. It's basically like you got a distributor. CVS is your distributor. CVS ain't selling your product. Guess what? I'm gonna take my shit to Trader Joe's. Looks like they probably got the consumer base that I need because CVS, y'all can't sell my product. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna take my consignment and my product. I'm gonna take it to Trader Joe's for consignment and they're gonna flip my product. That's what's going on with Dazn. Regis Prograis and Maurice Hooker. Two fighters I was supposed to see fight live in the flesh. I had my tickets. I bought my tickets. Excuse me. I was about to go with my little youngin'. My man was going to come with his wife, do a liquid double date thing, go to the MGM National Harbor in April. Unfortunately, COVID hit and they had to cancel the tickets. But Eddie Hearn and them, because it was a matchroom promoted fight that particular night with Katie Taylor on the undercard. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Regis Prograis versus Maurice Hooker, and Luke Campbell versus Javier Fortuna. That was a pretty good card. I don't care what nobody say. I mean, I don't discriminate. I don't care which promoter puts on a good-ass card. If they come to my city, I'm going to pay my ticket, and I'll be there. You heard? I've been to Golden Boy events, mostly Golden Boy events when Golden Boy was with Al Heyman. You remember when they used to be with Al Heyman, right? When Richard Schaefer, before they split up in 2014, right? Yeah, I've been to Golden Boy events. I've been to PBC events. I've been to Top Rank events. I ain't never been to no Eddie Hearn joint, but that was going to be my first one. But I ain't going to front. Eddie Hearn and them, they did refund me my money within 2 weeks of them announcing that the fight was going to be canceled, postponed. But that's neither here nor there. What we here to talk about? We here talking about Regis Prograis, Maurice Hooker. Both guys have dipped, they bounced, they out of there. They've defected from the zone, and they going to PBC. Both of them. You know what I mean? So Regis Prograis, he had worked out a separation with his former promoter, Lou DiBella. And Lou DiBella was basically freelancing as a promoter. He used to have his stable over there mostly on PBC. I don't know what happened to him between him and Al Heyman. Both guys are Harvard graduates, just like what's his name, Bob Arum. You know what I mean? Them three guys have pursued their studies, maybe not necessarily their undergrad, but as far as their masters and shit like that, all three of them, Bob Arum, Al Heyman, and Lou DiBella, have their higher education from Harvard University. You know what I mean? Now, Lou DiBella, whatever reason, I don't know what he got into with the PBC, but decided to take his fighters over to Dazn. Do what's best for you and for your company. Well, it looked like that shit wasn't cutting it because Lou DiBella and Regis Prograis, they had agreed on a separation. You know what I mean? And Regis Prograis became a free agent. You know what I'm saying? And now his next fight will be under the Premier Boxing Championship banner, PBC. You know what I'm saying? So apparently this guy, Regis Prograis, will be fighting on the undercard of Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. And the fight will be October 24th. And he will be fighting a guy who's 16-0 with one draw. a guy by the name of somebody Heraldez. Let me give y'all his name. Let me go look him up on BoxRec right quick. I don't know this guy. Let me see. Juan Heraldez. Okay, and it's gonna be in a 10-rounder. Alright, at the Mohegan Sun in California. You know what I mean? Prograis, he had one fight left on his deal with the man Lou DiBella, but they had an amicable split, you know what I mean? And they agreed to a buyout. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the man hasn't fought since his last fight, I believe, October of last year, the World Boxer Super Series, when he fought the man Josh Taylor in a fight that I had a draw. You know what I mean? I'll read you some quotes from Carmel Reddy, top-ranked vice president. He said, quote, "We had some conversations about signing him. We just couldn't come to an agreement, and I guess they just preferred to take the other offer," end quote. And that's exactly what he did. You know, some people might be hating, okay? Look, Maurice Hooker and Regis Prograis, do not be surprised. You guys are about to start getting hated on just because you're with the PBC. Okay? You're going to be hated on from blacks alike, just like you. You're going to be hated by closet racists here patrolling and roaming on these YouTube streets. You're going to get hated and ridiculed, both of y'all, for signing with the brother Al Heyman. And that's just the truth. But y'all fellas, don't worry about it. Maurice Hooker and Prograis, we as fans, we can give you credit, but our credit don't pay your bills. So our credit really doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Am I happy that the man, Regis Prograis, has signed with PBC? I don't care who he signs with, as long as we see the fights that we as boxing fans want to see. It's quite obvious Maurice Hooker wants to move up to 147, and that's why he ducked up out of that fight with the man, Regis Prograis. I made a DuckTales video for that. Go check out my channel. Check out my playlist, DuckTales. You heard? Regis Prograis has been trying to get a fight with the winner of Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez fight. That's still yet to happen, okay? We don't know if it's going to happen. First and foremost, Josh Taylor got to get through his mandatory. I forgot the guy's name. I think he's from Asia with the IBF. And Jose Ramirez got to get past Victor Postal. From what I understand, Victor Postal can basically fight on any channel, whether it's Dazn, Top Rank, or PBC. You know what I'm saying? So, how long can the man Regis Prograis wait in order to get a shot at the undisputed winner between Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Victor Ramirez? Is it Victor Ramirez? What's his name? I just said his name. You know, the Ramirez guy from Fresno, California versus Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? Look, man, Victor Postal might upset the apple cart. What's up with you, Sosa? Sosa's in the chat. He says, Eddie definitely getting them Botox shots with his wife. Sosa says, Prograis versus Broner coming right up. Be More the BK says, what up, Be More the BK? He says, what's good, B Marsh? I know them Eddie Hearn nut huggers don't like that because Dazn was supposed to take over boxing. Yeah, I guess they believed what Eddie Hearn was going to say. When they first big major event, they came to Madison Square Garden with Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, and they failed miserably. You know what I'm saying? To the point the man Anthony Joshua has never returned back to the United States. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You check it. So look, man, do not be surprised. Any more quotes to read? Well, you know, as far as Juan Heraldez, like I said, he's 16-0 with 1 draw and 10 KOs. He's from Northridge, California, and this will be a major step up for him. You know what I mean? He's coming off a majority decision victory over Argenis Mendes in 2019. I might have seen that fight. Uh, so don't be surprised if more names in the near future, before 2020 ends, will be dipping up out of the zone and getting the F running for the hills. You know what I mean? The zone, the company, they look like they don't want no more parts of the American market, because Eddie Hearn and Golden Boy, they haven't really been producing the kind of figures as far as probably ratings and views and just quality matchups that the zone thought that they would get into. The zone has put out a lot of money to two guys, to Canoli and Triple G. Both guys are fighting inadequate, terrible opposition. I'm sure the zone's not happy about that, and I'm sure they losing money. You know what I'm saying? And they being pigeonholed, the zone, by those deals that they gave to Canoli and Triple G. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure a company like Golden Boy, who's over there, who I'm sure their stock has been declining, I'm sure they want to get up out their deal. And if they can get a deal with any of the any other channels with a new broadcast deal, I'm sure they're going to try to discuss a buyout, just like Regis Prograis discussed a buyout with Lou DiBella. I wonder what Lou DiBella is going to do over there now too. You know what I mean? You check it. So it's going to be a dicey situation over there, man. And look, man, I just had a feeling the zone was not it, man. The zone is not. Look, man, people mistake the success of apps like Netflix and think they can come on the scene, or Hulu and come on the scene, and they can do the same thing for their particular industry and try to make whatever they trying to advertise or promote into having the same success as the zone. I'm sorry, as Netflix. It don't work like that. You see, people sit down on their couch. They'll take their remote and will go to Netflix and will find movies and or documentaries to watch. Live sports, you got to tell me right now, where do people go to watch live sports at? Tell me which apps. You know what I'm saying? Because last I checked, if they have any sports on an app and that particular sport can't be shown on TV, that means absolutely people don't have any interest in that particular sport. That's why it's been relegated to the to an app. You know what I'm saying? When people want to watch sports, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, boxing, whatever the F it is, they want to sit down on their couch and put on their TV channel and watch live sports on a TV channel, not no app. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence Canoli's popularity has been dwindling. His stock has been dropping. The zone wants him to take a massive 50% pay cut of less than $20 million. They rejected this fight with Canoli versus, what's that guy's name? Avni Yildirim. Rightfully so. Although, in my opinion, Avni Yildirim deserves a title shot before man like Canoli do, because Avni Yildirim been sitting in the cut, waiting on his opportunity. You know what I mean? He got given a raw deal, a bad deal, a fight that I was upset with the outcome when he fought the dog Durrell. He was supposed to get an immediate rematch. They skipped him in favor of the guy, David Benavidez, who had tested positive for cocaine, and that's how he lost his strap. And that's the only way the man Durrell became a two-time champion. You know what I'm saying? A two-time champion at 168 pounds. So why the man Canoli didn't jump out there and fight David Benavidez when he had the strap? Why is he being an opportunist and trying to take advantage of the belt is vacant? Okay, let me fight this Yildirim guy. So nah. The zone ain't feeling that neither, and that's why they said nah. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not showcasing that fight. You know what I mean? Check it. So it's not looking good for the zone, man. I knew it wouldn't be sustainable, and if they're gone, it'll be good for boxing. Believe you me. So these stables that part fight over there on the zone, whether it's Golden Boy and or Matchroom Boxing, y'all could go ahead and go be free agents or freelancers or get, you know what I'm saying? If whether it's Golden Boy in the United States, a promotional company like Golden Boy, they're not gonna stay on the outskirts and be a free agent and be like Lou DiBella and just go where there's fights or you know what I'm saying, where they can get some fights at. Nah, they're gonna want a contract with a particular network, and preferably I'd like them to sign with, let's say, either PBC or Top Rank. We know damn well Al Heyman and De La Hoya are not gonna reunite together. You know what I'm saying? So more than likely Top Rank. Go back over there to ESPN where you guys once were before you jumped on this nut ass DAZN deal. And I ain't mad at Golden Boy for getting with DAZN because they threw them the bag. De La Hoya company survives on one man, Canoli, and maybe sooner than later, if the guy can stay undefeated, Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So that was like an extra bonus. You know what I mean? When the zone threw them that bag, of course they jumped and hopped on the opportunity. But look what it's doing for their fighters. It's not giving them the exposure on TV. Canoli fought the man Kovalev in front of 8,000 people at the MGM or the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. A fight he was supposed to be moving up 2 weight classes to challenge himself. Nobody gave a F about that fight. Probably because they didn't even know the fight was happening. Was the fight even, I believe it was on Mexican Independence Day weekend last year, right? Again, it was on Mexican Independence Day weekend and people ain't show up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show up. They didn't show up to watch these guys fight. They didn't even sell out the arena. You guys were laughing at Andre Ward versus Kovalev only having 7,000 people at the T-Mobile Arena or at the MGM, one of them two arenas in Vegas. Neither Ward or Kovalev were superstars in boxing. Canoli, quote unquote, is. And they just couldn't fill the arena. And his popularity's been dwindling. A lot of people, I would ask, even casuals, y'all saw that Canoli fight? Nah, man, I ain't see that fight, man. I heard that shit was wet. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. I'm trying to tell y'all the pulse, man, because I like to gauge the pulse. Fuck this YouTube shit. I'm already on these YouTube streets, and I already know what goes on. I like to gauge the pulse of the people on the streets. Like, what people who I do know who watch boxing from a casual perspective, and see what they felt, or whether they saw this particular fight. What promotional company do they regularly watch? I ask all these questions, and I get to find out. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't know about the demographics in your city, but how out here in Washington D.C. and the Maryland, the Silver Springs, the Montgomery counties, the PG counties, the D.C. Maryland area, for the most part, people watch PBC. It's just the truth. I seen an old head on the bus. The man was watching what was he watching? Tommy Hearns versus Ray Leonard. We got to talking boxing, and I talked to him about mostly Top Rank fights just to gauge. He didn't see those fights. And then changed the subject to PBC fights, and he saw all of them. Yeah, because they be on Fox for free. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Regis Program and Maurice Hooker have defected. They up out of there. They gone. They gone over to the PBC. You know what I mean? What fights do they have at PBC? Well, if Maurice Hooker is going to the welterweight division, say no more. I don't got to tell you who's over there to fight. You already know who's over there at the welterweight. What kind of stable PBC has at 147. As far as Regis Prograis at 140, the gentleman here, Sosa, said Regis Prograis versus Broner coming right up. I'd love to see that fight. That's a possibility. I don't know what Mikey Garcia is doing. Last I checked or heard, he had only signed that one fight deal to fight Jesse Vargas. He got paid the bag over there, right? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So A fight with Broner would be great. You know what I mean? Both guys have talked ish. I would favor Regis Prograis. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fights out there, man. What maybe? Nah, that ain't gonna cut it. You see, Roy Jones been talking about that the end of his contract is at the end of this year, December of 2020, and that's when he'll probably pursue and continue his broadcasting career. You know what I mean? I don't think that HBO will get back into the boxing business anytime soon. But imagine if Lou DiBella and Golden Boy and Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, took their stable over there. Preferably, I'd like them to go to somewhere like Top Rank. I'm sorry, ESPN. You know what I'm saying? That's what preferably I'd like them to do. Canelo, you think Canelo is going to stay over there on Dazn for too long because they rejecting his fights? He's been having issues over there ever since. Canelo's not even the highest paid boxer in boxing anymore. No, sir. I did a video on that. Between June of 2019 and June of 2020, the boxer who made the most money was Tyson Fury. Second was Anthony Joshua. Third was Deontay Wilder. Fourth was Canelo. Could you believe that shit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's the news, man. Regis Prograis and Maurice Hooker are gone. Who's gonna be next up? Ladies and gents, in the near future, don't be surprised if Canelo and the Golden Boys stable are up out of there. Look at the fight between Javier Fortuna and Linares, and there was supposed to be a replacement for Javier Fortuna. That whole card has been scrapped. It's not looking good out there, y'all. It's not looking good, man. Hey, yo, and I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all, man. I heard there's big PBC haters on these YouTube streets, right? Yeah, when DAZN came on the scene, these motherfuckers was acting like they like they on DAZN payroll. They're not even from the United States, Slim. These Bammers from over there on the other side of the pond, right? These guys on these YouTube streets trying to promote DAZN and encourage people to pay for DAZN, telling Americans what to do with their hard-earned cash, and telling them, y'all stupid if you don't want to pay $10 a month, but you're willing to pay $80 for a pay-per-view. Man, this America, Jack. This a capitalistic society, Slim. This a country where people will spend X amount of dollars for their entertainment, whatever their entertainment may be. Whether it's a check, they take out $100, $200 out of every check. They get paid every 2 weeks, and they have their entertainment, whatever it is. Whether it's going to the strip club, whether it's paying for pay-per-views, whether it's going to concerts, whatever the hell it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? See, me, I'm a simple guy, man. Entertainment for me comes from, I don't know. I go to boxing fights whenever they come to my city. That's a must. So that's one form of entertainment. My city's not like Madison Square Garden or New York or Las Vegas, where we get at least, in a span of 4 months, might be at least 3 fights that come to your city. Nah, it ain't so much like that over here. But whenever boxing come to my city, I'm in there like swimwear. You know what I mean? But these people were trying to tell people to buy DAZN, and y'all dummies for paying for what you call it, for pay-per-views and stuff, right? Okay. Lately, I've been hearing these channels now talking about like, hey man, DAZN doesn't. It looks like things are not going good over there. Like, they're not sustainable, and they're having issues. The same shit I've been saying since DAZN came on the scene from day one. Why all of a sudden they got a change to their tune? You know what I mean? Fellas on these streets so flip-floppy, washy-washy, man. And you wonder why B-Marsh Boxing do his thing for Dolo for Solo for sure, though. You heard? Salute to everybody out there on these boxing YouTube streets who ain't got an agenda, who's spitting that real. And Big ups to everybody who's listening in, man. Sosa, my man B More the BK, salute to y'all. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Regis Prograis Maurice Hooker maybe potentially could still fight at 147, maybe later on down the line. But Dazn, sorry, but it looks like your prospects, your aspirations, ambitions are taking boxing over for the future. Looks like those ideas are going down the drain, straight down the toilet. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm out of here. Peace.